If you're here because the scale is creeping back up after your gastric sleeve or your gastric bypass, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You did not fail. You are not broken, and you're not alone. Weight regain happens after weight loss surgery far more than people want to admit. But guess what? That does not mean that your story is over. We've been talking a lot about regain on this channel lately because those are the topics that I'm seeing my clients and students struggle with most. So I thought today I could share with you some tips and tricks. The first is why regain happens even when you're doing everything right. The number one mindset reset that changed everything for me. And I want to pull back the curtain and teach you the exact strategy that I teach inside Mindset Mastery, my digital course that's helped hundreds of women get off the roller coaster of the all or nothing mindset and regain their clear mind space to eliminate their food noise. For even more weight loss surgery content, Disneyhood, mama life, and travel. Upcoming, we have a few weeks of a very exciting trip, so be sure you are subscribed for all of that and more. We have a wonderful, supportive Berry family in the comments section. Please join us. First, let's talk about what's really going on. Weight regain after surgery is unfortunately quite common. In a recent video, I shared 2 startling statistics with you about the percentage of weight regain after bariatric surgery. The average here is that 30% of patients will regain 10 to 20% of their weight within 5 years. Now you'll notice that that's absolutely not all weight loss surgery patients, and it's definitely not 100% of the weight you lost. It's a fraction of that. However, it's just one statistic. It doesn't mean you failed. It means that you're human. I did a full why weight regain happens video that I'll leave linked here, but I'll give you the too long didn't read version of why it happens, and if you want a deeper dive, check out that other video. The most common reasons for weight regain are metabolic adaptation. Essentially, your body gets more efficient at burning fewer calories. Sleeve dilation. Yes, that is a fancy way to say that your sleeve can stretch over time. Especially with slider foods and sneaky old habits. Number 3 is a biggie, and it's emotional or boredom or stress eating. There's a misconception that these just magically disappear after surgery, and I'm sorry to tell you that they don't. And reason number 4 is simply life. Life happens. Stress, motherhood, hormones, perimenopause, menopause, grief. You're not a machine. Here's the truth that nobody told me post-op that I needed to hear, and I'm gonna tell it to you too. Your body changes. That's not the surprise. Your body will change, but your mindset has to change too. If only one of those 2 things changes, and inevitably it will be your body, you cannot be successful long-term if the mindset doesn't eventually come with it. And that leads me into the solution that no food plan or GLP-1 or semaglutide can replace. The biggest shift that I ever made wasn't in my diet or my restrictions or my cutting. It was in how I thought about myself, my choices, and my worth. What changed everything was when I started asking a different question. It was no longer, what should I, what do I eat? The question was, why am I eating? I get asked a lot, have you ever experienced weight regain? Yes. I put my life out here on YouTube and social media so you can literally see my highest weight pre-op to my lowest weight post-op to where I've maintained for the past almost 6 years. Yes, there's been weight regain, sometimes more heavily than others. So in order to be the bariatric coach that my clients and students needed, I developed a post-op mindset framework that I initially tested on myself. I've named it my Berry Tale Blueprint, and it's built on a few things. The first being awareness. The goal of awareness is, one, you can't really go somewhere unless you know where you've been, right? If you don't know what you're trying to solve, how can you solve it? But also, this stops the numbing out process. It's built on accountability without guilt or shame. That's the key component. No guilt, no shame. And aligned action, because you cannot punish yourself into success. After using this framework myself and implementing it with my clients and then building a course, it's no longer just theoretical. It's no longer theory. It's what I teach in my course, Mindset Mastery, and the foundation of my free masterclass, which is all about reclaiming your weight loss surgery success journey or your semaglutide GLP-1 journey without guilt or shame, knowing how to stop emotional eating. And I think if you're here, that's where your next chapter begins. I want to share with you what some of my students or attendees from the masterclass said just this past week. So I'm going to pull up their comments. Kristen said, I thought I needed another surgery. Turns out I needed a mindset shift. Thank you for giving me the missing piece. You're so welcome, Kristen, and thank you for attending. Rebecca said, this is the first time since my sleeve 4 years ago that I feel hopeful again. Oh my gosh, that feeling of knowing you're on the right track, that you are hopeful for the scale to turn around, but also to become the woman that you want to become, that you've always envisioned yourself being, that feeling of living in that energy is so good. I love and live for that. Melissa said, Chelsea, I love you and your positivity, everything you fearlessly share. Thank you. I'm 14 months post-op, haven't lost weight since 9 months post-op, and I know it's me. I didn't even finish the masterclass before I joined Mindset Mastery. That's how seen I felt. These women aren't different from you. They just made one decision, one bold decision, and that's to focus on the real work. Listen, I know the temptation when regain hits, okay? I know that we try going back to that awful restrictive 1,200 calorie diet, obsessing over every single macro, carb, sugar, secretly looking up revision surgery options, or what does my BMI have to be to qualify for a GLP-1? It's 31, by the way. But I want to say this clearly, and for those of us in the back, you cannot hack your way into what you haven't healed. A GLP-1 can be incredibly helpful for some. I just did a video all about that. But those injections are a tool, not a cure. Weight loss surgery is life-changing, but is it the end-all be-all, you'll never have to work at this again? No, it was never meant to be the whole answer. The long game. And I mean, I kept my weight off for 60 plus years, long game. Comes down to a few things. Understanding your patterns, healing your thoughts, and creating daily actionable steps that align with what you want your end goal to be. In my free masterclass, you're going to learn why your brain fights weight loss and how to stop self-sabotage, how to reset your habits using my bariatric blueprint, and the exact moment post-op when most women give up, and how to beat that, how to get yourself ahead. And no, this is not another boring Zoom call. It's packed with authentic, real talk, real strategies that you can take away and implement the same day. And because I want to be transparent with you, all of it leads into you working with me in my Mindset Mastery digital course, because that's where your transformation is going to stick. Click the link below if you're interested in signing up for the free masterclass. Even if you don't want to purchase the digital course, the masterclass is totally free to attend, and it's powerful. If the masterclass feels to you like a light bulb moment, this would be your opportunity to take a step further inside Mindset Mastery, because that is where we built the whole dang power grid. I hope you appreciate that metaphor. Inside the course itself, you are going to get deep dive coaching modules. There are 4 modules with 14 individual lessons in them. PDF prompts that actually make sense, align with the lesson, and are designed to get you to your transformation faster. And when you buy the course, you get 4 bonus trainings live with me. These can include goal setting, how to break stalls, emotional eating, and more. This isn't about willpower, okay? This isn't about white knuckling your way to success. It's about healing. I want you to finally live in the body that you've worked so hard for. Here's what I know. If you're struggling right now, you are worthy. You are still so powerful, and you're not starting over. You're just starting smarter. Join me in the masterclass, okay? This is your first step to healing from the inside out. And if you're ready to go deeper with me inside of Mindset Mastery, I'm here for you too, because your story, my friend, didn't end with regain. Your next chapter is just beginning. I love you so much. I'm here, I'm rooting for you, and I hope to see you soon. Make sure you're subscribed for upcoming travel. We're going to Portugal, and we have so many adventures to share with you. I love you, and I believe in you. Goodbye, my beautiful bestie.